Hello YouTube and welcome to another one of my Duel Links videos. So I somehow got two Miracle Contact back to back and I wanted to try them out. Now this is very early testing. I don't know if this is going to be the most quote-unquote viable version of this deck. I'm definitely by no means saying that this is very good. It lost a lot, but it was mainly to test Miracle Contact. Now Miracle Contact is one of those cards that probably I would run 3 of. Right now I only have 2, so maybe once I get that third copy I can build a different variant, but this is what I came up with. So the card lets you shuffle into the deck from your hand, field, or graveyard the fusion material monsters that are listed on Elemental Hero Fusion monster that list Elemental Hero Neos as a fusion material. Then you can special summon that fusion monster from your extra deck, ignoring its summoning conditions. So the extra deck monsters that we're using is Elemental Hero Storm Neos. Now he requires 3 monsters, which is Aqua Dolphin, Air Hummingbird, and Elemental Hero Neos. So he's a little bit hard to get out, but if you do, he can destroy all spell and trap cards on the field, which is really good. And if he gets shuffled into the deck, it also shuffles everything else that's on the field into the deck, which is also pretty good. 3000 attack, 2500 defense. You definitely want to bring him out when you have Neo Space in your hand. That way you can activate his effect to destroy everything, then activate the Neo Space and you get to keep him on the field. This is also going to give all of your fusions and your Elemental Hero Neos 500 attack boost, and they don't have to get shuffled at the end of the turn, which is really good. The other fusion is Neos Knight. This is just a beater. Pretty much you can use 2 copies of whatever else you want. I only have 1 copy of these. I would probably put a second one there. We also have Aqua Neos, which lets you discard 1 card to destroy 1 random card in your opponent's hand. For this one you need the Aqua Dolphin and your Hero Neos. We also have Flare Neos, which gains 400 attack for each spell and trap card on the field. For this you need Flare, Scarab or whatever, and your Neos. And then last is going to be Glow Neos, which lets you destroy 1 face-up card your opponent controls, and based on what card it is, you get a different effect. It didn't really come up that much. Honestly, these 2 Glow Moss and Flare Scarab, you can remove them and put anything else you want. I never went into any of these 2, but I just wanted to have them just in case. The engine of the deck is the Magical Merchant. Since this card can let you shuffle from either field, hand, or graveyard, Merchant can mill all of your fusion materials, and then you can activate your Miracle Contact. That's why I'm only running the 2 Miracle Contact and the 2 Neo Space as my spell or trap cards. So the deck is very, all or nothing. You'll either be able to get your fusions out and win, or you'll lose pretty bad. We're using dual standbys to increase our chances of drawing Magical Merchant in our first turn. Now also, each of these have their own effects. Hummingbird is pretty good with dual standby because it's going to give you 500 life points for every card in your opponent's hand. So if you summon it turn 1, you can get 2500 life points, which is pretty good. Aqua Dolphin lets you discard a card, and then you get to look at your opponent's hand, pick a monster, and if you're controlling a monster that has higher attack than the chosen card, they have to discard that and they take 500 damage. If not, you take the 500 damage. But that's it for the deck explanation. Let's go ahead and show you some replays. I was very excited. I hope I get my 3rd copy in the next couple of days, so that I can try something different. But when I was trying like a regular, quote-unquote regular version with just 2, I just wasn't seeing it quickly enough, so this was working. We're going up against a balanced Pegasus.
Duel.
And this was actually a different version, now that I remember. I was running Pathfinder. It was more of a regular build. Here we have the Miracle Contact, but we don't have any fusion materials. So we see that this is a raw disciple OTK. I go ahead and activate my enemy controller here so that I'm not controlling 3 cards, because I'm assuming one of those 2 face downs is 3 of a kind, and if I don't control 3 cards then he can't activate it. The Luminous Spark helps me out because my Pathfinder is light. After destroying one of the Raz Disciple, I knew I didn't have much to fear, so I went ahead and went for the Econ Take, destroyed the other 2, and pretty much his winning condition is gone. I just attack him, and I think he just ends turn. He might say, yeah, he said something, but like I said, the winning condition was already gone, so it was an easy win from there. I honestly didn't even remember saving that replay, because I didn't even use Miracle Fusion. So anyway, hopefully from now on I actually use the Miracle Fusion. Here we got a My Valentine.
Duel.
Alright, so this looks like the final product. We open up with Magical Merchant, which is great. We see the 3 face down and Bestiary, so we're going up against Gladiator Beast. Unfortunately for me, even though there's only 2 spells left in the deck, I still only mill 1 card before I see Neo Space, which is very unfortunate. However, I did get Hummingbird, I believe, onto my graveyard, so I'm able to Miracle Contact into Storm Neos, get rid of all the back row, activate my Neo Space, and then hit him for 3500. Sets another card, sets another monster. I pick up another Neo Space so I can activate Storm Neos once again to destroy it. There we see the Murmillo get destroyed, and then he just scoops. And that's one reason why I went with 2 Neo Space instead of running like maybe 1 and a few Pathfinder, because if I if I have an extra copy on my hand, then I can activate Storm Neos on the following turn and not be afraid of it getting destroyed. We got a Pegasus, Mindscan Pegasus.
Duel.
And we're going first again, but we did open up Magical Merchant, which is what we want to do all the time. That's why we're running the 5. The dual standby, and here I already have 3 spells in my hand, so there's literally only 1 spell, another Miracle Contact, that's gonna stop this milling. So I'm pretty much guaranteed to be able to go into at least, my 2 fusions. All the way to 2 cards left in the deck. I go ahead and activate my Hummingbird so I can get those life points, like I said, before contact fusing into my Storm Neos. There we see the enemy controller, which is fine. Activate my second Miracle Contact to summon the Aqua Neos. Get rid of my Glow Must to destroy a card in hand, which is Shinzen-Hu, so not a very useful card, but I still get to hit him for 3200, and I have a board full of monsters. Now this is Cyber Angel, so I'm glad that I have a board full of monsters. He has to go straight up into the Kini, which means he doesn't have, Ben 10 or anything like that. Gets rid of my Storm Neos, but that's fine because Aqua Neos can easily get over the Dakini. Even though he has Machine Angel Ritual, you'll see how I end up hitting him for lethal. So I have my Aqua Dolphin, which, like I said, lets you discard a card, you pick a monster from your opponent's hand, and if you control something with a higher attack than that, they get to discard it and lose 500. So because I have my Aqua Neos, and I know he has a Bikini in hand, I'm gonna have him send that to the grave. He loses 500 life points, and the other 300 goes from the Aqua Neos attacking the Bikini. Pretty clutch. Anytime you can get exact lethal feels good. We got another Pegasus. Shoutouts to Pichu, by the way. I hope he sees this deck. He's always wanting me to show love to elemental heroes, so hopefully he likes this version. We got another Mind Scan Pegasus.
Duel.
This time we don't have or magical merchant, but we have all the materials for the fusion. So I go ahead and summon my hummingbird, get the 1500 life point boost, go for miracle contact, destroy the back row. Oddly enough, he doesn't chain it. I'm not sure if he didn't know what my effect was, but I'm able to destroy the Sergeant Electro. Sets a monster. I have another hummingbird, so I can get another 1500 life points. And look at this, I'm at 7000 life points, and I have a 3500 beater on the field. We see the Leotard, which is fine. I get another 1000 life points, activate my Storm Neos, destroy the, what was it, Wall of Disruption, and then just kill him over the Leotard. Nice and easy. I even had my second Miracle Contact, but no materials for it. And then for our last replay, we actually went up against an Exodia deck, which is kind of funny because it's fairly easy to beat. All you need is either your Aqua Neos or your Dolphin, so it's not a favorable matchup for Exodia. Going first.
Duel.
And I could have gone for Aqua Dolphin right away, but I wanted to mill some cards and see if I could pick up my Miracle Fusion. So I activate Dolphin's effect. Exodia pieces have really weak attack, so he has to discard his right arm of the Forbidden and takes 500 life points. And look at that, this is what I'm talking about. Off the top of the deck, I get my Miracle Contact instead of milling some cards. That's kind of my luck with Magical Merchant. But I'm still able to go into my Aqua Neos and discard another card from his hand. Now, I don't know if you noticed my huge misplay. I forgot to activate Neospace, so my Aqua Neos goes back to the deck for absolutely no reason. That was a total misplay. After discarding the Exodia piece, I was kind of like thinking that, you know, the duel was over. But then I remember that if he has Jester, the Legion, he can actually get the piece from the graveyard, so he's still going for it. I pick up another Dolphin, which is the best pickup I could have gotten, so I can discard another Exodia piece. I go for the attack. He protects himself with Massive Morph, so he survives with 100 life points. But now my Aqua Dolphin is 1200 attack, which means I can get rid of the Exodia head, which I know for a fact he can get back with Legion, and that also burns him for the last 100 life points he has. So like I said, this was just something I put together quickly to test out the Miracle Contact. I think once I get my third one, I'm gonna try again a more traditional build, not something that relies on Magical Merchant. But I hope you guys enjoy that. Thank you so much for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe if you want. Join my Discord if you haven't. The link's going to be down in the description. Also in the description is my PayPal link if you guys would like to support me. I really appreciate that. And until next time.